chosen ones, empaths, and all the authentic souls out there. The narcissist is desperately, relentlessly trying to find someone better than you. But all the while they're doing that, they've got a lot of you under the impression that they've gone on and done better. Alright? Now we need to break it down to the essence of what this is really about. And they don't express their true self. Alright? So no matter what they're masquerading, or the performance they're putting on, or the distance they've instilled, or the silence they're putting you through, or the brutal discard, they've got a mission to top you. But they're not. This is why many of you have been troubled. Put it in the comment section if they've troubled you, provoked you, baited you, done things afterwards. Right? It could be cryptic stuff. I spoke to many people in sessions where they're doing cryptic stuff. And this is always a resemblance that they are not over you and they ain't going to do better. Look, I have to be real, right? If you think in this day and age that someone's going to come along and do better, like I speak to people and they say, I've done this for them, I've done that for them, I've done this for them, I've done that for them. Like, no one's coming along and doing those things that you've done. And if you think that they can just easily cast you aside and replace you, then you're not looking into you're not looking intrinsically into the situation about, look, like how they, how can I put this to break it down, right? You're not looking deep enough into the situation with them. How are they possibly going to find someone better than you? What are you basing this off of? Are you basing this off of someone's wealth? Are you basing this off someone's status? Are you basing this off someone's looks? Are you basing... All of that's irrelevant to an narcissist. You gave them a devoted supply source, a reliable supply source. They have other suppliers. They're not reliable. All right? Like, you got to understand that the narcissist, and this might trigger some of you, right? They go from being the abuser to becoming the abused in the world that they live in. Because as much as they put you into a delusion or an illusion, they fall into a delusion where they start to think that whoever they are around and they mesh with, they can somehow get the same significant supply that they got off you. And that fails. Can they come and tell you this? No, they can't come and tell you this. Some of them do. Put it in the comment section if they have. Heard it many times. But don't wait for them to come and tell you this. Have an awareness and a knowing that this is what they're going through. They're relentlessly trying. They have to. If they can't find someone better than them discarding you, ghosting you, abandoning you, becoming so toxic you had to cut them off, it makes no sense. Treating you bad, it makes no sense to them. Like, it's not justified. They're not justifying their reason. There's no justification for doing what they've done to you because they haven't replaced you and they never will. That's the catch-22 of the narcissist. So they're in this illusion now. All right? Like, you made them feel like they could get this from anybody. And they just can't. And if I'm not singing you sweet words, it's an awareness and a knowing that I'm asking you to develop. Not so you go and have a heart-to-heart with the narcissist about this topic, and you say, oh yes, I know that you're going through it. They're never going to admit it. All right? This is forbidden knowledge. This is knowledge that is not often talked about because so many sources have been too hurt and devastated, and they may have ego or everyone has some degree of ego, but they may have ego and things like that, where they just feel really, really, invalidated by the narcissist. Okay? So therefore you're thinking that, oh, this person's better, or this person's it. They're not going to get someone like you. I want you all of the listeners on our channel here, okay? I want all of our listeners to have this awareness and knowing. Why does it that someone put in the comment section today? Did I reply? I might have. I need to check. But they said something like, hopefully they just watch this video. They said something like the narcissist turns up to pick up their children with the new supply. Like, that is a premeditated plan to bait you, to annoy you, to frustrate you. It's actually a resemblance that they're not over you. They're trying to signify that they're over you to the world around, to all onlooking eyes. They're trying to signify this, but it's not the case. And you just need to sit back, relax, and have this awareness that I'm trying to instill in you. All right? So you can look upon them and you can see beneath the veil. You need to look deeper. What is a baiting? A baiting, everything, when a narcissist has done something, even silence takes effort. Even silence, it's actually showing a resemblance of that you're on their mind. You don't need the validation. It's just, you don't need them to tell you this. They're not, a lot of them, some of them might, but a lot of them won't. But I've seen it in the comments recently. Someone said, the narcissist come and started bad mouthing the new supply to them and this, that, the other. This stuff happens, all right? But none of you, not all of you are going to experience that, and not all of you need to know that, all right? But, oh God, like, when someone, okay, listen, try and stick around to the end of the video. When someone has wronged you so much, okay, they've wronged you on so many different levels, okay, and then yet, after a significant period of time, they do something, whatever it may be. Could be something small, big, and all in between. They do something. This is what a lot of you are going to experience. Okay, they're going to do something. Okay, someone said today in the comments that the narcissist messaged them and said, you're unblocked now. All right, something will happen. Okay, but don't wait on it. Go in your own lane. All right? Go in your own lane. Something will happen, and from that, you need to look beneath the veil and say, all right, now you know, Zion was talking truth. You was occupying their mind. Okay? You was haunting them. So they're on this relentless chase to find someone. They're out there, and they're going to get used, taken advantage of. All right? They're not the most greatest narcissist. There's always another greater narcissist out there. All right? There's more narcissistic than them. Okay? They're going to run into this. And some of you feel bad for them because they're in a situation. It's like you can't. You can't keep endlessly giving your empathy towards someone like a parasite, right? You just can't. So they're out there. They're running through supplies. This is a lifetime's work ahead of them. Running through supply after supply after supply, or sticking with supply. Like I always say, some of you say, oh my God, but why are they with that person if they're so trashy and they didn't stay there? Because that's their level, right? That's their level. And it's out of desperation why they stay hitched together with some dusty supply. It's out of pure desperation. They're losing their influential ability. They're losing, they're decomposing. Okay, without the sustenance and the supply source like you provide, they are dying out, And some of you have seen this in physical aspects on them. Seen that many times. Many people have told me that. All right? You've actually seen changes in them, right? When you haven't seen them for a long time, and you're like, oh God, that person's trashy now. So look, it's not that easy for them to find a potent supply source. Okay? But please, everyone, develop this awareness and knowing. Instill it inside yourself. Have the awareness and knowing that someone that's walked away from you is going to feel the consequences of doing so. Okay, know your value. It's all about knowing your value. You have to know your value. Please, people. All right? So thank you so much for listening today. I really appreciate the support. Please book a session if you'd like to. If you'd like to donate or support to the channel, you can. You don't have to, but you can if you'd like to. Check out Zion Spiritual and check out Zion Music. So anyway, I've dropped an EP campaign. It's over on my YouTube channel, Zion Music, and I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.